What's up? What's up, man?
What's up? What's up?
Not much, bro. We got a lot to talk about today.
Man, a lot.
You done took a dog show, took first. I don't even think the dog placed. You was out there. They had you on a leash.
Champion of the world, baby. Champion of the world.
We're gonna talk about the dog show. Sam Sulek done his first bodybuilding show. Won
classic.
that. Yep. And then we're going to talk about some men's mental health, man. So we're going to get into it. As always, this is the biggest Jonah. And this is Top Paul Dive.
Hey, pushing weight.
Pushing weight show. So expand on this dog show stuff, man, because when you said you was going to a dog show, I've always wondered. I figured you was gonna be out there like it's on Thanksgiving morning.
Oh no, like the what's it called? Like the West
Purina dog show. You gonna be out there trotting with your skirt on.
That is there too. Chill out. So that is there too. So you have sanctioned shows and then you have fun shows.
Okay.
So when you do a sanctioned show, so there's two arenas. They split. So basically we were at the Dayton Memorial Veterans Coliseum.
Okay.
And they split it into the floor in two. So there was like 60 booths, and I ended up getting a booth. So I didn't buy a booth when I first I didn't pre-buy a booth. You know what I'm saying? But I'm the type of person, like, I kind of do like the best of when I go somewhere because it just like accommodations. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we get there, peep the scene, and I'm like, damn. We're going to have to walk the whole time if we don't have a booth. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that'd be terrible.
Yeah, they only had like one big picnic table about this size. No, two of these set up in the back right by the concession stand. So if you ain't eating, you feel
just taking up space.
You just taking up space. So I'm like, bro, let's just get a booth. So and it was cool too. So the booth was $225 and they had like 2 or 3 left out of 60.
That ain't bad.
That's I did the calculations on it. You know what I'm saying? So they had VIP booths was $400, but you got 3 people in and 6 dogs, and then the regular booths so you had VIP booths, you had ringside booths, and then you had just regular. So the other booths, the booth we ended up getting, because like I said, we just got what was left.
Yeah.
So they had it section. They had 30. They had 15 booths. So they had a row of 30, a row of 15, but. So on both sides, so that's 30 booths.
Okay.
You had like a curtain down the middle with like a big old metal rod that
Okay.
split, you know what I'm saying, 30, and then it was like you had like some in the front, some in the back, and then you had like another 15 over on the other end of the Coliseum. And end up getting a booth. It was like $225. If it was me, they nicer than I am. So it was me, my partner Jesse, and then my homie Dustin Ray. So we all paid. It was like $25 a piece to get in. Plus our dogs was like $15 a piece.
Damn, they charge you for the dogs too?
Yeah. So we got, but they was cool though. They was like, shit, you already paid us like it was like, you already paid us like $175. So you just owe us $75. It was like, just give me $75.
Yeah.
And you good. So I'm thinking it was going to be an extra $225.
Yeah,
I wasn't tripping. I was going to pay whatever it was, but then they said, just give us $75. I'm like, damn, all right.
Yeah, easy enough.
Easy enough. They gave you like a big old bag of dog treats, and then like
Do you even give them dog treats to your dog though?
So yeah, because you don't feed them the day before. This isn't cruel.
We gonna have Aspica.
This isn't cruel, but you don't feed them like you can feed them the morning before, but you don't want to feed them that night and that morning before and that morning of. You want to just give them treats and water.
Oh,
because you don't want them if they shit in the ring, disqualified.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pause. Are we recording on there?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure because it wasn't moving.
Oh, because it's so bunched together.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Yeah, it's so bunched together because it was like on like 40 cents. So it's like a whole hour that bar.
Okay.
But
so they don't.
Is it still recording? Yeah. Okay.
So dang. So it's kind of like a bodybuilder show.
Yeah.
Almost like how they bleed themselves out, damn near dehydrate themselves.
Yeah. Because
okay.
And the guy on the mic. So the guy who hosted the thing, it was the Ohio Bully Showcase. Good dude. Good show for real. It was a nice little turnout for real. Like some of the top kennels was there. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Top kennels was there, and it was a good show, bro. Like I said, we end up winning the best fluffy. We took our took our dog Cash Cow. We won the best fluffy. So I put it in 5 categories. I put it in the best puppy, 7 to 11 months, because he's only 10 months.
Okay.
And we got like, well, you don't know if you got third or not, but actually we ended up winning that. So our female, Mills, won that.
Okay.
So really, we honestly won 2 trophies. Mills won that, but I sold it to my homie Dustin Ray, so it's his pup, but it came from our litter.
Yeah.
So he won best puppy. We won the best fluffy, and then I took him back out there for the best head. Pause. Well, we didn't win that one, and then I took him back out there for the best Merle. So he's a koi. So in order to be a koi, you have to carry a copy of Merle. So that's how you get that koi.
Okay.
So he doesn't look like a Merle dog, but to be a koi, you have to carry a copy of Merle.
Okay.
So I took him out there. He didn't win that one, and then I took him out for one more thing. I think it was best male. That was the first one. Was best male. I took him out for best male, and I think we made it in like the top 5 for the best male. And then they didn't pick. So what they do is, there'd be like 20 dogs out there, and they'll be like, it's so many dogs they can't, and you're spread all around. Mm-hmm. So it ain't like they can just judge 20 mugs. They judge you all at once, but then they'll if it's so many people in the category, then they'll pick like the top 5. Like you stay, like a bodybuilding show.
Yeah.
Like you stay, and then everybody gets together, and then they'll they'll bunch you together, and now they're just judging like the top 4 or top 5, and so we made it like top 4, top 5, and like that the best male. Didn't win that. So then after that, they did 20 categories just for Frenchie. So they did 20 categories for bully, 20 categories for Frenchie, 20 categories for bulldog. And so then it was the best of show. The last, best. They forgot to do the best female. So then my homie take Mills out there. He makes it to the top 3 for best female. So like, damn, we almost won the best female too.
Damn, okay.
And it was a whole bunch of dogs out there for best female. So then they do the best in show. You know what I'm saying? So that's everybody that won a trophy come back out there, and they do best of show. It was like obviously it was 20 people out there because it was 20 categories, and he like, hey, we about to pick the top 3. Put this in the top 3. So I'm like, damn, we about to win best of show because we got the best Frenchie out here right now, bro. So then he didn't get picked best of show. I ain't gonna lie, I think it was a setup, but we went in there, bro. It is crazy because you see how hard we've been pushing this dog.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we've been putting a lot of money behind him, and bro, there was a lot of people in there, like top name kennels that like, oh shit, that's Cash Cow, like y'all top Paul.
They knew you.
They knew us. You know what I'm saying? So like that was just an amazement for us because we're watching all these guys on Instagram and Facebook and all the social medias, and we're like, you know what I'm saying?
And they're watching you too.
And they're watching us. Yep. So just that part, people knowing our dog, people knowing our camp, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Us going in there and actually taking home a trophy, a couple trophies, you know what I'm saying? Like with breedings that we made, you know what I'm saying?
That's your first show too,
that's
isn't
our first show too.
Yeah.
So, and it's just having that talk, like, so the trip, I ain't gonna lie, me and my dog Jesse, boy, we was smiling ear to ear when he won. Boy, he came out that ring, he was looking for me because I went all the way to the other side so I could take videos of it. So he looking for me, boy. He cheesing ear. I can see every tooth in his mouth. He was cheesing. And we flick. Hey,
and this is when y'all won best head.
Chill out.
Sponsored by Jif Peanut Butter.
He out of control. But no, but yeah, boy, because bro, so it was 2 years ago. It's 2 years ago, and we was just talking about like we were in. So we both of us we kind of got Frenchies at the same time in like 2020, and it was like, and so after about 2 years we figured like, yeah, this ain't about to work, bro. We're just gonna be regular breeders. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta step this up to the next level if we want to be next level. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna be like any other of these breeders that been around for, you know what I'm saying, years and crying about this and crying about that. Like we want to be on the cutting edge of what's popping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we kind of just came up with a plan. Like with the Frenchie is a lot different than a lot of other breeds because a lot of people, they go off of DNA now. Like 99.9% of other breeds just go strictly off a bloodline. Like what's your pedigree, what's your bloodline?
Yeah.
So they got a thing now with the Frenchies is they go off of your DNA. So they want to know like the color or the code. They want to know like what they carry. So like what is like fawn, yellow, brindle, pied, black. If you're a fluffy carrier, if you carry fluffy, so that's like L1, L4. If you carry merle, if you carry pink, which albino, that's what we're trying to get right now. We're trying to produce something with pink. So our next breeding to have pink in it. So that's albino.
What do you mean by pink?
So it carries a copy of albino.
Okay.
So that's what you want. You want to carry. That's what people carry, a copy of albino. So they'll have like, they'll have like a.
Like their eye, like this will be pink.
Like
or
so around their eyes and those areas. So our dog around the eyes and those areas pink, but he doesn't carry pink. But and they'll have like almost like a silverish. I can't think of the color, like a silverish hue to them.
Okay.
And they'll be pink. So that's albinoism.
Because like I know in the bully game, which I'm not acting like I know anything about it. All I know is my dude Alan used to do it. And he was doing shows, and he produced a merle.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that dog is beautiful, man. And he was like, yeah, but technically in the bully game, merle is technically a defect.
So merle is a defect, but
it's probably becoming its own class at this point.
Okay, yeah. So there's a million classes. So that's like when you're talking about like standard, not standard size, but that's just in what's the word I'm thinking of? Like when you're thinking of the model
standard,
the standard when it comes to the bully of whatever size you got, exotic, micro, XL, standard, whatever you have. Yeah, it is, but people want them colors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you want something different,
everything's better with color.
Yeah, you feel me? People gonna want them colors, but that's why a lot of those Frenchie shows. That's why they had the fun show category, because you know what I'm saying? Like,
okay,
yeah, you got this. You know what I'm saying? The standard of the breed type of dogs.
Yeah,
and them do that. That's a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? People spending for a lot of money, but like right now, a lot of people spending for the colors. They want different colors. You know what I'm saying? They want the merle patterns. They want pink. They want. So we have some Isabella. We have some Coke. So you get like testable chocolate. That means they carry. I think it's 2 copies of Cocoa.
Yeah, okay.
Bro, okay. It's a lot that goes into it.
Yeah, I can tell. I feel like it's kind of crazy that it is way deeper than just
the surface.
Yeah, the surface. Like, and then getting into it, I could imagine. That's kind of crazy to think about. Yeah. Dang. Yeah. I might have to. I'll be interested. That next show you guys are going to, I'll be interested just to go.
Bro, listen, a lot goes like.
I'll be security.
Fam, you don't scare nobody because you got a little tank top on. You got Tate's tank top on.
I scare everybody. What are you talking about?
But bro, that's like when we first got into it, we didn't realize it was that much into it. Like we think like, bro, we want a merle. Because that was popping when we got into it 2020. Everybody wanted a merle. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we going a merle, and we about to do this. And then by 22, like, merles. So you got what the consumer wants, and you got what the breeders want.
Because what the breeders want is what's going to bring the judging and the accolades. And then the accolades is what brings the price tag to.
Exactly. So the people, they still want merles. You know what I'm saying? Like the consumer wants merles. Like you can sell merles all day because the colors pop and they're, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not 2 merles are really the same. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the people want merles, consumer. But in the breeding world, you gotta be looking for what's next because the people were a year or 2 ahead of the consumer.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like when big ropes came, so we got big ropes, we got fluffies, we got, you know what I'm saying? We was already ahead of the curve. You know what I'm saying? So now we got what everybody want. When they start seeing like, damn, we're seeing the fluffy Frenchies. We got fluffy Frenchies because we was already there. We was already there. So you gotta have what the people want. You gotta have the standard Frenchies, and then you have to be building your camp behind scenes with what's popping next, and you're not really chasing trends because at the same time you're trying to build your own line too.
Okay.
So it's about building your own line with the structure, but you also want to be you want to be what's new. You want to be what people's talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can create some monstrosities, and that's another thing. Like when you get the old school breeders, like, why are you breeding? You're going away from the standard. You're going away from the standard. You are, but it's like, how far can we take this thing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, the structure always wins over anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got guys right now that have Frenchies that's solid black, solid white. You know what I'm saying? Just solid colors, but the structure is crazy,
like
and they're chill out, man. And they're getting $5,000, $10,000 pup and stud fees. You know what I'm saying? So
that's about what it is for me. I'm about a $5,000 stud if you want some of this.
Hey, fam, who over there milking you, though? Who over there hitting that lick, man?
Don't worry about her.
Chill out. But back to what I was saying.
Yeah, my fault.
To what I almost forgot. We got off. We on topic, but. So I was talking to my homie, and we just talking about our conversation 2 years ago. We was in the car on our way back, and it was surreal because it's like everything we said we was gonna do, we set out and did. You know what I'm saying? Like we got the pups that we want in our camp. We got the money to build. We're building the studs we want to build. You know what I'm saying? And we just went to a showcase and took home a couple trophies. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of solidified everything that we wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? So
did you guys write that down? Did you write anything down like a couple years ago?
Yeah, so I write everything down. I probably just got to go through my phone and find it. But I was going through my notes on my iPhone, and I seen some stuff I was writing down in like 2016. I'm like, dang.
So I just found, I was going through, beginning of the year, I was going through my wallet, and I found a note that I had in there that I forgot about, but I had wrote last January, and it was my goals for 2024.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, I forgot, but I carried it in my wallet. It was with me every day.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, I forgot about this thing. Start looking at it. Boom, start checking some stuff off.
Yeah.
And I didn't check them all off. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't check them all off, but it was like, how much do I want to make this year? Boom. Hit that by $34. I got my W-2. I was like, hit it by $34. Okay, bet. Open up a gym. Boom. Done.
Yeah.
Make it to the WPO.
Yeah.
Boom. Done.
Yeah.
Total 2,400. I was like, okay.
Right there.
All right. That one, I saw it and I was like, that hits a little harder this time.
Yeah.
I had a couple other things that I hit, and I was like, all right, I got to do this again, because I wrote them down and I kept them in my pocket, and I had them on me every single day.
Yeah.
And whether you believe in this or not, I personally do feel like just having them on me every single day, something subconsciously it was there.
Kingston, we good? Okay.
Those were, I feel like, subconsciously with me every single day, driving me every single day.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that again because, my income, I want to do more on my income. I want to do more with the gym. We have plans for the gym, for everything that we got going on right now.
Yeah.
And if I carry that with me every single day, subconsciously, something's telling me, all right, next foot, step in front of the, one more step forward, one more step forward. Yeah. Stop staying still, And I feel like for a lot of guys, that's something that we don't think about or we don't do. Yeah. And I see a lot of people talk about like a dream board.
Yeah, it's the little things, though. Doing that. Yeah. Those little things, writing down, dream board, vision board. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're smart, you will go and get Dominating Daily, the men's journal. You know what I'm saying?
A little shout out.
A little shout out. But that's why a lot of men have that unread. We talk about it between us all the time. We don't talk about it a lot on air, but I feel it's subjects we need to start talking about a lot more, because it's like, that's why we feel uneasy all the time. That's why you can't rest. That's why you can't sleep. That's why it feels like you're wasting time. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't measure your progress. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, when I'm writing things down, like I said, I got stuff. I probably started this in like 2017, and I can go back and look like, oh, these was my goals, and I didn't. Like you said, I might not accomplish everything that I wanted to accomplish. I mean, because you know what I'm saying, there's some out there that you might put on there like, I'm trying to make $1 million in a month. You know what I'm saying? But I put it on there every year.
Got that by $34.
You feel me? I put that on there every year. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's like you just building. And like I said, what we have going on, we were talking about the other day. Like, I'll text you like, man, bro, I know you tired. I'm tired.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing's going to change if we don't change what we're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
If we don't step up, yeah, we might be doing more than the average person or the people around us, but you can't judge off of that. You know what I'm saying? You can't judge off of what your buddy's doing because that's not his goals. You know what I'm saying?
That's not his goals, and that's also not who you're trying to pursue.
Yeah.
Like, that's not the lifestyle you're trying to pursue. Bro, I literally was just talking about this earlier, and I actually just made a post about it. I haven't been posting a lot of my training videos.
Yeah.
And the reason B is I don't care if you guys see what I'm doing or what you think about what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to compete with the top 30 in the world at the end of the year.
Yeah.
So what do I look like caring about your backyard numbers or your small town numbers? Like, why do you think I care about what you got going on when you're not even there with me yet?
Yeah.
So if you're trying to get to a certain spot with a certain level of people, stop worrying about the people that are under you.
Yeah. What I
Stop
tell you
competing
the
with
other
them.
day, bro, I said, bro, we're not regular people. We're just surrounded by regular people, and and it just messes up your vision. You start being complacent. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because like, you know what I'm saying? But it was something I just seen the other day. They were talking about the lonely chapter.
Okay.
You ever heard of that?
Mm-mm.
So it's when you're on your journey of growth, and you start hitting that gym. You might start watching podcasts. You might start reading books, and it's like you're lonely because the friends that you were with, they're not trying to do the same things you're doing.
Yep.
And then you haven't met anybody new that's on the same wavelength you're trying to be on. You know what I'm saying? So there's that stage of 3-6 months, maybe a year or two where you're in the house just developing yourself and you're not going out, and it's, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like I said, you're past where you were and you're still trying to get where you're going. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You don't know there isn't that middle ground yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And you also have to, we've experienced this. You can't take everybody.
Definitely can't.
You can't take everybody. You might even have a vision for some people, that you have around you that you want to bring up.
Yeah.
But if they don't want to come up, don't let them drag you down.
Yeah, and that's what's going to happen. They're going to sink your boat trying to jump in.
You know what I'm saying? Just because they haven't seen any kind of success with what they're doing so far doesn't mean that you have to slow down yours.
Yeah. And this is the thing with that. It's like everybody isn't going to walk with you in every aspect of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're trying to build your life. I do my dog things. I got people that I do my dog things with. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to gym and business, and we do a couple other life things together, like you my guy, because when it comes to that path, we're walking the same path.
Yep.
We got the same goals. We got the same vision. You know what I'm saying? And it's easier to do it. We can do it. You know what I'm saying? Easier to do it with somebody that's on the same wavelength as me, and we can go farther. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
And you got things you do with other people. You know what I'm saying? And you can't get mad at somebody for, you might have that one homie that you trying to come up with, and he ain't on the same page as you. You know what I'm saying? Leave his ass on the curb. That's still my dog. You feel me?
Yeah.
We ain't beefing. Hey, I'm about to take off, fam. If you want to do this with me, you can do it. If you don't, you feel me?
Yeah, I still got love for you, but I'm gonna have to love you from.
I'll see you when I come back around
from up top. But I feel like as men, we have every guy has certain clocks. One of them is a financial clock.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to relationships.
Yeah.
Comes to marriage and things like that. But men definitely have a financial clock, and I feel like too many of us sit around and wait for next year.
Yeah.
Next year, or I got to do this first, and then next year I can.
Bro,
ain't no better time than the present.
Ain't no, bro. And being a barber, I talk to so many people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know how many people used to, like, we'll be talking about, because a lot of people come to me because they know I know a little bit about business, and they'll come to me and ask me some question. I'm like, so what you trying to do? And like, well, next year I'm about to, and then I'm trying to, like, bro, what do you mean next year?
Yeah.
Like, I remember, I was just thinking earlier, I had some people telling me, little homie had told me, like, he wanted to be a barber. And I was like, he just was about to turn 8. I was like, man, go to barber school now, bro. That's one thing I wish I did. I wish I went to barber school at 18. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go until I was 24. He's like, nah. He's like, no, I got this girl, bro, and she got like a Chrysler 300, and I'm trying to keep up, and she got a nice Chrysler 300. And I'm trying to keep. I'm like, bro, a Chrysler 300. I'm not dogging nobody with a
Streetwise.
I'm not dogging nobody no Chrysler 300. But man, forget that girl.
Man,
focus on yourself, King. And they ain't together. You know what I'm saying? But this was some years ago. This was probably like 4 or 5 years ago, and it's like. I was just thinking about him. I don't know. Actually, it's my people for real. It's my blood. And I was just thinking about him like, chasing a girl.
Yep.
I never chase a girl.
Yep.
That's one thing my dad told me.
But Nipsey always said he was like, $100 bill ain't gonna wake up tomorrow and say that they don't love you.
Yeah, for real, bro.
And it's not that. Here's my thing, and we've talked about this before. I think on the show. We're not telling you to chase the love of money. We're not encouraging the love of money
at all.
What my family asked me when I was telling them, hey, we're talking about doing this, we're talking about doing that. I said, why are you chasing money? I said, I'm not chasing money. I'm chasing freedom. Yeah. And that's something that you had talked to me about and hit on me, like, you're chasing the opportunity and the position of freedom. Yeah, yeah. And money is the one thing that creates that freedom. Yeah. If you want to be able to make sure that you go to every single thing that your kids got going on, pick them up from school, take them, whatever it is, that's the one thing that's going to give you that that position, that availability. So.
And it's another thing too. It will keep you out of a lot of situations you didn't have to be in because you didn't have it. Man. Like being around people that you don't want to be around, it'll keep you from around them. You don't, you know what I'm saying? Like you got a couple dollars put up. There's a lot of places you don't have to go no more. Man. You ain't got to go. I mean, anybody can go do your pickup at Walmart, but you know what I'm saying? Or stuff like that. But like I said, just having a couple dollars just makes it so there's a lot of places that you don't have to go. You don't have to be around these people. You can be around whoever you want to. You can stay in the house whenever you want to.
It can keep you out of positions too. I mean, I'll be the first one to say, way back in the day, past the statute of limitations back in the day, lack of money put me in situations where I felt like I had to do certain things and make certain sacrifices that probably weren't best for me and my family. Yeah. But I put myself in that position, and therefore put myself in a bad position of how do I say this, of risk and irresponsibility. Yeah. So when I say guys have a financial time, a financial clock, everybody wants to get it like this. They want to get it quick. They like fast money. You want to get it now, but they're not willing to put in that time. Don't be afraid to put in that time, put in that effort. Yeah. You was just saying it was 2 years ago that you and the homie was talking about doing the dog thing. Yeah. It took 2 years to develop. Yeah. And now. Yeah. Now look, champions of the world.
Champions of the world.
You know Craig. What I'm saying? Like, of the world, Craig. It takes time, but you have to keep putting one foot forward. Yeah. There was never a time where y'all two were standing there looking at each other and being like, well, we'll just do this next week. We'll just do this next week.
And that's when it comes to having a solid partner, bro. Mm-hmm. Like Jesse, that's a person that pushes me. Like we push each other. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like we push each other. There's never been a time where it'd be like you said, nah, let's do it next week. Like if I say something, or you might tell me something like, yeah, let's do that right now. You know
both of what you got going on tonight, what you got going on tomorrow.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like so when you find your people, make sure they light that fire under your ass. You know what I'm saying? Because there is no time to, like we said, bro, me and the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I met you years ago, but we started rocking about 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? We had that gym open in a year and a half. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, because it's not about waiting. Like, I seen your vision. Like, damn, that makes sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Shit, he done dedicated his life to this. Why wouldn't he want to do that? Yeah. This not going to be a plan where it fizzles, and then if I'm messing with somebody that dedicated their life, I know we in this for the long haul. Right. You know what I'm saying? Thick and thin. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's the same with other situations, bro. When you find your people, in any faultiness, you gonna sense the faultiness right away. You can always sense that the stutter,
the hesitation in the beginning,
the hesitation, the if, ands, or buts, or how we about to, or why are you like that? You're gonna sense, and that's our problems. Sometimes we want more, like you were saying. We want more for people in our circle than they want for themselves. You know what I'm saying? And we let that hesitation or them little slide marks pass because like, they just playing, or you know what I'm saying? Or once we get here, then they'll see the bigger picture. But if they can't see it from the beginning, they're not going to see it. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to become a bigger problem.
It's got to be from the beginning. Yeah. It's got to be from the beginning, because when you and I first started talking about opening up the gym, we were talking about opening up where we're at now, but we were already talking about bigger than what we're at now. Yeah. So that just goes to show that this is our first step. Yeah. Where we're at now and what we're doing now is just our first step. Yeah. This ain't even the end of the plan. Yeah. We maybe a quarter of the way in.
Man, probably not even that.
You know what I'm saying? So
just
it's
the tip.
Just back to best in show or best head or whatever. But you have to see the bigger vision from the beginning, because if you don't see the bigger picture from the beginning and you start low and you hit low, then you're gonna stop low. Yeah. Clip that. If you hit big, or if you aim low, you're gonna hit low and you're gonna stop low. Yeah.
Hey, good clip, good opus.
Good way. But no, I just see it a lot with people, man. I just see it a lot with honestly most of the people that you talk to. Shoot, I remember years ago when we first met, I was sitting in a barber shop and talking about I'm just gonna say the bus, talking about the bus. Yeah. You know. And unfortunately, I had a partner that didn't want to do anything that involved the work aspect of it. Yeah. I mean, me and my brother was out there working on that thing days on end, and he never touched my partner never touched a single thing of it. And back then, I should have known. Yeah. That was a sign.
That was a sign.
It was a sign of living and learning. Yeah. That was not the dude to do anything on a big scale with, because he did not see the end goal. He didn't even see how big it could have been.
I mean, I don't know the person, but he just wanted the glamour of riding in that bus and big bottles. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's that groundwork, bro. That's why when it comes down to it, like, you'll see me in there. You see my scar? That's from pressing t-shirts. I'm in there pressing t-shirts.
Bro, you told me that was from your hair curler. That was from your hot comb.
I didn't got no hair for no hot comb. But that's what it takes. I had to be in there pressing 100 t-shirts for the gym. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you got to do what it takes, bro. Whatever it takes. Like, I can run any aspect of any of my businesses. You know what I'm saying? Either if I got to be in there sweeping, wiping stuff up, cleaning the toilets, that's what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? Or if I'm in there, if I'm directing, you know what I'm saying, making sure people show up and come to work, and you know what I'm saying, that's what I'm going to do. So, you know what I'm saying? It's whatever it takes. You should know you should be ready to scrub the floors in your business, and you should be ready to have the mindset to learn, and you should be ready, you know what I'm saying, be a CEO. It's time to direct, you know what I'm saying?
And you got to do it with a smile.
All of it with a smile.
You got to do it with a smile. I remember one thing that Mike Tyson had said. He said that discipline is doing something that you don't want to do, but acting like you want to. Yeah. You got to have that discipline in whatever you have going on to do the things that you don't want to do, waking up early, waking up extra early before your 9 to 5 to go do something, handle something at your business, or staying late and handling something. You got to do the things that you don't want to do like you want to do them. Yeah. That is the point. That is what discipline.
Mike Tyson also said he'll eat your kids.
he went crazy. You ever seen that? Side note. You ever seen that video of him going off on
that
dude?
Interview? Yeah.
No. It was a weigh-in, and some reporter yelled like, "Put him in a straitjacket."
But did you see you ever see that skit where it's this white dude and he's acting like he's the reporter, and this dude's like, "Hey, say put him in a straitjacket." And he's like, "Put him in a straitjacket." And then you have it has the Mike Tyson clip, him yelling, and dude's like I didn't know it was gonna be that serious.
No, I ain't seen that clip. I'm gonna have to look that one up.
Man, now that we talking about it, it'll pop up.
It'll pop up on it.
Yeah, I seen that probably about last year sometime.
Well, what do you think as a business owner, what do you think people coming up wanting to become a business owner? What do you think is one of the big things that is either stopping them or stop them? And how do they push through that? Like, how do they push through? Because I'm sure in the businesses that you own, there had to be, obviously there's always hiccups. I mean, there was hiccups with the gym, but for somebody that is opening their first one, I feel like a big or a little hiccup feels like a big mountain to them.
Man, it's so many because you never know what could happen. Never know what could happen. Like, so I got businesses where, let's just say, okay, like just make sure all your paperwork is right. You know what I'm saying? Make sure all your paperwork is right. Your LLC, which that's pretty much straightforward. You know what I'm saying? Or your S corp, C corp, whatever you start. Then you have, you know what I'm saying? Make sure your tax ID. You know what I'm saying? Your insurances. Make sure you got the right insurances, the right coverages. You know what I'm saying? If you have to have workers. So a lot of the contracts we have for my one company, you know, is workers comp, and we always got to make like the businesses that we contract out to have to be certificate holders on the insurance. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And just certain contracts call for different things in our insurance, so we just making sure your insurance is together. Staying on top of that because not just insurances, but like so when we get paid through a lot of these different contractors, they all got their own system of how you get paid. So keeping sure you're in compliance with that. You know what I'm saying? The money, make sure you got the right people in control of your money. We put some of the we had issues. Luckily, the money didn't get stolen, but just stuff wasn't being, you know, taken care of like it should have been taken care of. So luckily it was still ours, but it just wasn't being taken care of. And don't let these people count your pockets. Like even your clients will try to like just say you making $20,000 a month off a client. You know what I'm saying? Then first year, cool, it's in the contract. Second year, come up time for negotiation, and they're like, well, even you might be doing a great job, but now they get to calculate like $220,000. That's $240,000. If I just take five or you know what I'm saying, $3,000 a month, or you know what I'm saying, off of that, then I could save $36,000. You know what I'm saying? So your clients will try to count your pockets, and they're the one paying. You wouldn't think a client is counting your pockets because obviously they got enough money to pay you, and these are big corporations. The client will count your pockets. You know what I'm saying? We just ran into a situation like that. You know what I'm saying? So like don't let the clients count your pockets, and like I said, don't let nobody demean you. Like know your worth. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like make sure you're holding up your end of the bargain and some, because they shouldn't be able to put nobody in your place because they know your work is. You know what I'm saying? It's top notch. Yeah, you're worth what you're bringing to the table. You're worth what you're charging. Yeah, for sure. And be ready to put the work in, bro. We work. So my wife works. So she's a nurse, but she was a nurse, but now she works for the company full time. And she always thought like, I work more now than I worked when I was being a nurse. Like it's 24/7. Like my son, he just shout out Kingston. He just got a job working for our company. His first day was today. We trained him today. Okay. But it's a family business, you know what I'm saying? It's 20, and he gonna be working like 7 days a week. You know what I'm saying? So don't let them grades slip either. Don't be letting them grades slip. Hey, as long as you can count a million, forget them grades. Yeah, I feel like there's definitely gonna be some bumps. Like I said, there was some bumps when it came to opening up the gym, and it was just one of those things. Like, okay, we never cried about it though. No. It was just okay. So what we gotta do to fix it? Yeah. Okay, boom. Who can fix it? Yeah, all right, boom. Let's get it done. I've been in business relationships with people where it's like, oh, it's just constant crying and nagging and what? Like, bro, shut up. You wanted the business. Yeah, listen. This is the thing with business. It takes one or two things. Either it takes time or it takes money. That's it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's business. It takes time or it takes money. Yeah. You got to have one. Sometimes it takes both. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if you got a little bit of time, you can figure it out. If you got some money, you can figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So it all goes back down to having that discipline of wanting better and doing better. Yeah. So, speaking of discipline, we said that we were going to talk about it. Old Sam Sulek
Ohio boy.
Oh yeah,
Got his from Delaware. Got his
He's 740 too.
Technically, he is. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and claim that now.
Shout out Sam Sulek, 740. You feel me? He's from Delaware.
But you know what's crazy, bro? Is I saw him at the Arnold. Did you ever see him at the Arnold?
I didn't see it. It was so packed. You talking about last year?
Yeah.
It was so packed, bro.
So he was at the Arnold doing, he had his own booth and everything.
Yeah.
And he was getting pictures. Well, he took a break, and the way that he walked outside, he walked past where the meet was, the XBC meet. And we were all standing back there, and he walked past. I mean, he had like 4 guards with him, which was kind of crazy. But he really, all respect, he's not as big as what you think he is.
Yeah.
Like, he's big, he's cut, he's got a great physique. Pause. But he's
hell of a man.
But
we good.
But I expected him to be, I think of like Ronnie.
Yeah.
I want to say like Ronnie was like 6 foot 6'1", plus all that muscle.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Sam
300 solid ass pounds.
Man. And I want to say Sam was probably maybe 5'6", 5'7". He looked like
But him is the best bodybuilders though.
Oh yeah, that's like Jay Cutler.
Yeah.
I saw Jay Cutler walking past one time, and I was like, that's a short ass dude.
Yeah. They said Lee Priest was like 5'4", 5'5".
I could see that.
Yeah.
I could definitely see that for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out Sam, man, for bringing one back to, and I guess that qualifies him for the Arnold.
Yeah.
Which will probably get, they said, his pro card at the Arnold.
Yeah. And so obviously we all been keeping up with him, you know what I'm saying? And like it's cool because like he came up and built that brand for himself, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
By himself, just in the local gyms. And now he's able to get the best of the best, because you see him on there training with Jay Cutler. Training with what's your boy we talking about? He what he be saying? He 260.
Oh, Bradley Martin.
Yeah, he training with these guys.
260.
You know what I'm saying? He 260. So it's like it's cool being able to see somebody, you know what I'm saying, from our way.
Yeah,
being on a huge stage, one of the big names right now, and you know what I'm saying, doing his thing, not just actually living up to the hype. Because if you watch him on stage, bro, he looked it good, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he looked good. He
looked it real good.
Great conditioning. Everything was good. Everything was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. He definitely won that.
I ain't gonna lie, I had to watch it a couple times because like how he had his, you see that in styling up and did his hair.
Yeah, his hair was weird.
Yeah. So I'm like, is that him? And it just, with the tan on him and stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. I'm like, yeah, he looks like just how he, you know what I'm saying, like his conditioning and how good he looks, how lean he looks. Like it don't even look like him, honestly.
Yeah. So you're doing an April meet.
Yeah.
And then you said after the April meet, you put one of them thongs on.
Yep, men's classic.
And getting up there, and doing a whole routine, whole dance.
Yeah. But bro, I need to get back on my diet, man. That is the hard.
You fell off.
Fell off the wagon, man.
See, I used to text him about every day and be like, "How's that diet? I need to get back to doing that."
When you was texting me. Well, you ain't texting me about. Because remember, I got down to 238.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, hell yeah, he's staying consistent.
Yeah, I was 238.
I need to check up on my man.
I was 238 like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. But I jumped on that scale this morning. But this is pre-dump. I was 245. I'm like, dang.
It's all them little Debbie donuts.
Man, I ain't even, bro. And for real, I got to get back on my carnivore. Honestly, not just carnivore. I just got to get back on my, like I said, like I was on just really 200 grams of protein, 150 grams of rice. You know what I'm saying? 2 to 3 times a day. And then really, I was trying to do it 3. A lot of times it was 2. That's what really had me cutting a lot of weight, because I was really only doing it twice a day.
Yeah.
But I was drinking I would drink 3-4 protein drinks just to meet my protein goals. You know what I'm saying, throughout the day. And I was cutting a lot of weight, like good weight. You know what I'm saying? Not like bad weight. I was like muscle weight. I was cutting a lot of fat. So I need to get back on that, and then just hitting the treadmill, doing 30 minutes a day. I just got to get back on it.
Yeah. Well, this week, so especially when it comes to our kind of training,
and we getting back in the shirt this week, right?
Yeah, and a suit.
Okay, on Friday.
So yeah.
Okay.
So what I'm really excited about, what a lot of people might know, if I think I've talked about it before, but I came up training with George Halbert down there at Westside, George and Tony Ramos. And
shout out George and Tony.
And George was huge on bands. Like, we used bands on the bench with a shirt damn near every week. So what I noticed after this last meet, everybody's squat and deadlift is flying.
Yeah.
Their bench is creeping. It's going up, but it's creeping, right? So the benches are creeping. So I was like, all right, you know what? When I was training with George, I think my best I did like 655 to a one board. I was 20, 655 to a one board.
There you go.
And
only 20.
And then only 20 years old, 242, or I was like 250. And then I ended up hitting a 700-pound bench when I was training with him too, in a competition. So I was like, all right, what did we do then?
Yeah.
We was doing crazy amount of bands.
Yeah.
So last time we got in a shirt, we did a good amount of bands.
Yeah.
This Wednesday we're doing hanging bands.
Okay.
So I think normally we go blue hanging bands. I'm thinking about even doing a blue and a green.
Yeah.
Excuse me, just so there's more. We're able to pile more weight up at the top. So we're really about to overload everybody's central nervous system.
Yeah.
Which means come Friday, like, everybody's seeing this is going to be fried from taking so much weight to a one board against hanging bands in a shirt.
Yeah.
So Friday, we're getting in our suits, and it's going to be one of those things like you're going to have to fight through the CNS wear and tear and still come out and do your best in that suit. So this whole training cycle that I wrote out, that I programmed for everybody, is really meant to kill everybody's CNS, because I was watching a podcast that Lou had done, and he was talking about how he made training so grueling that the meets felt like a vacation day, you know? And I was like, okay, boom, we need to get back to that. Yeah. That's what we need to get back to.
Because it's like something that you were talking about, and we were talking about, like, on a meet day, you're doing max squat, max bench, max deadlift. Like, your deadlift, you're dead.
Yeah. So that needs to be the end goal of this training cycle, because I feel like, so we've got the April meet, which will be Kirsten, you, and Lester, and then nationals in June, which will be me, Jordan, Mason, and so I think Zug might be doing the April meet too, but nonetheless, I want these next these two training cycles to be so grueling that, like I said, once meet day comes, it's nothing. It's nothing. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited for Wednesday to see the weight that everybody pushes and holds in their hands, and then I'm really excited for Friday to see how everybody can recover. So with those days, with that Wednesday and that Friday, you got to make sure that you eat. Like, I make sure, if I know that I got a heavy day coming up, I make sure that I eat something for breakfast, which is hard now, because the hardest thing about this whole thyroid cancer thing is now I got to take that medication. I got to take that medication, and then I can't eat or drink anything for an hour. Yeah. So, dang, by that time, like, I'm sitting at work, and I'm like, I'm not really that hungry. Or it's like 9 o'clock, and I'm like, well, probably going to be going and getting lunch in like 2 hours, so you know. So I might as well wait. Or I'll eat something, and then I'll push lunch out until 1. And then I'm like, well, dang, like, I'll eat lunch. And then I'm like, well, shoot, I kind of want like a snack before I go train too. Like, so it's an adjustment for me, but I always make sure that I have at least 2 meals and a snack before I go to that heavy training day. Yeah. So definitely be keeping up on that. Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm excited for the things coming. Definitely excited. Not only in the gym, but just period.
Period.
Do it.
Come check it.
So yeah, I'm excited about everything, man. I'm excited about everything, and we got a couple new athletes coming in. Yeah. High school athletes. I'm excited to start training them again too. Yeah. So be on the lookout for them, bro. But Go check out 740barbell.com.
740 Barbell.
We appreciate y'all watching, man. I really want to say that I appreciate everybody that's supporting us.
Shout out to sponsors.
Shout out to Mike's Deli sponsors, man. Hey, if you're looking for something for lunch, for real, that I like. I don't know about you, but I like a good like deli sandwich like that. Yeah. Like Subway done.
Yeah. Like I said,
they done fell off.
Fresh cut meat, not prepackaged. You see them in there slicing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Fresh bread. Shout out my guy Mike.
Yep.
Mike down there at Mike's Deli.
Yep.
Mike's Deli on Main.
Mike's on Main, man. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Be looking out for us downtown. You're going to see a little bit more of us. As always, it's the biggest Jonah, the littlest Dive, and it's the Push and Weight Show.
Push and Weight. Craving something fresh, hearty, and downright delicious? Look no farther than Mike's Deli, where every bite feels like home.
From their signature subs piled high with premium meats and cheeses to their mouth-watering deli specials made just the way you like it, Mike's Deli has it all.
Need something quick for lunch? Mike's Deli has you covered fast with friendly service that'll get you back on the go, or just take a seat and enjoy the meal where that hits every single time.
Locally owned and family operated, Mike's takes pride in offering only the freshest ingredients, handpicked just for you. Mike's Deli, where every sandwich tells a story.
Come taste the difference today.
Bro, one of the best things to do after having a heavy squat day, going home, making a protein shake, and puffing on a Rocky Patel, bro.
Good Rocky Patel.
Man, and the best thing about it is we got the best prices around on these things.
Best prices, whether you want a box, a single cigar, or a variety pack. The only place you can get it is Z's Cigar Emporium on 740barbell.com. Check out the link.
Celebrate your PRs with a Rocky Patel from Z Cigars, baby. 740.
740.